right. I'm trying to fix this. Okay. That's better. Hello, everyone. Figured I'd come over here and talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, for a little bit. Sure did. Sure did. Hello, everyone. Well, happy afternoon. It's pretty much like noon, right? Pretty much. And good morning, because some of you is still morning. Because y'all watch me from everywhere. Because I'm popular. Yes. Yes. Ooh, girl, white people, calm down. Ooh, white people, y'all are so angry. Y'all are so mad. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Girl, well, let's y'all get on in the building. I know y'all just seen me try to go live like 4 times. So I'm sure y'all are like, is he really live this time? Is he really live this time? Oh, girl. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, and yes, I'm queer, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing at all. Hello, y'all. Hi. Look at y'all. Coming on up in the chat. Looking wonderful. Come on in the room. Is everybody here? Yeah, I can see that. Y'all. White people. Why are y'all mad at us? Is this deflection? Or what? Doesn't he belong to you guys? Doesn't he belong to you guys? That's one of y'all, right? Okay. Why are HBCUs being threatened and all of that for what? The HBCUs, they didn't send him. We don't know him. We don't know him. Y'all mad at the wrong people. Oh, girl. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. I'm like, why are black people involved in this again? And then you got Stephen A. and all these people. It's like, yeah, I got some people to cuss. I got some people to cuss out. Shout out to World Time Beauty. Says, love you, Sean. Love you too. Says, I'm a fan of your channel, but today is my birthday. You couldn't find nothing else to do. You just had to come over here. Okay. No, don't 2, 3 happy birthdays, and that is it. That is it. Y'all is not, because this is my month. It is a holiday. Rule. Allegedly, it's Rural Beauty birthday. Allegedly. We ain't seen no ID, nothing. So allegedly, happy birthday. Allegedly. We're talking about something. I'm a Virgo too. We don't like that much attention, are you? Are you? We don't like attention like that. We be real Beyonce to it. We be real like, thank you. Thank you. And then we walk away. We don't be standing up there and bowing and all that. We ain't got time for all of that. We want our ice to melt, not drink. Now, allegedly, happy birthday to you. That is enough happy birthdays. This is about me. This is my show. This is about me. Y'all just be trying to borrow my channel. Like, let me borrow your channel right quick. Felicia. It's my birthday. Let me make this about me. Everybody about to say happy birthday to me. Watch this. Non-Virgo. Very so much non-Virgo. Okay, it's giving Sagittarius. Very so much. And I'm my girl. Happy birthday. Rule, allegedly. What's my birthday? My mama dropped out of school. 40 years ago today, ruined my mama's life. And that's on period. Yes. That happened. The day my mama dropped out of school. The reason. I'm up under the bleachers, baby. Yes. She didn't make it to the prom. Almost, though. And the prom pictures with her. I was at my mama's graduation. Moving right along. Back to me. Because the show is about me. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. That is how I say happy birthday. Like, girl, that's how I say it. So if it's your birthday, that's how I say happy birthday. Yeah, we don't throw no party. We don't sing. We don't do all that. Gross. That's for me. That's for me. I don't know what y'all be talking about. I don't know why y'all care about anybody's birthday besides your own. I barely care about my kid's birthday. I just remember it. I barely be caring though. I do. I be at that birthday party like, you trying to cut this cake? I'm ready to lay down. I be at that parties like that. Sure do. It's stressful. Nothing's about me. Everything about them. Gross. Hello. So, yeah, I barely care about their birthdays. I'm like, are you having a party? Like, that's how I ask. I'm like, are you having a party? You want me to? I'm like, you having a party? Who throwing it? You know, I'd be like, questions like that. Like, but whatever. Happy birthday. Y'all, Glorilla and Young Thug done got into it, y'all. If you've been under a rock, Young Thug, let me pull it up. Young Thug and in these gay jail calls that have been getting leaked. He talked about Glorilla. So we're going to get into that because Glorilla has done a diss track. And in the diss track that she did towards Young Thug, she takes shots at NETTA. But I'm going to tell you this. When Glow started the diss track off saying that you look like a black a mile, Young Thug, I lost it. I lost it. I lost it. I fell out off of my bed. I stood up my bed. I said, not a black a mile. Glow, I like it in you. Glow did not come to play. Glow did not come to play with you, Young Thug. She did not. So, okay. And so this is what Young Thug had to say about it. Ooh, no, that's the music. Ooh, no, that's the music. No, can we get the, because it's been snippets of her diss track drop. This is, okay, sorry. Okay, hold on. Ooh. So in these leaked jail calls, Young Thug, hi Brittany,
the Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Okay, shut the hell up. So in these jail calls, a lot of people Young Thug talked about, so he gets exposed a lot. But one of the ones that really stood out, besides the one of him cheating on Mariah the Scientist with a whole nother girl, and you know, talking about he in love with her and about having kids and, you know, all that. It was one about him talking about Glorilla. Okay, now this is probably like last week or something like that. So this is what was said in the call if you didn't hear what he said about Glorilla, the rapper.
Yeah.
Why do I have to say she pretty? That bitch ugly as fuck.
You think she ugly?
You said it. Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. Me and niggas saying she ain't ugly. That bitch ain't mad.
They were saying she look like Rihanna.
Man, they like goddamn Brie on her. Watch out.
So he said she's ugly. She don't look like Rihanna Brown. He said she ugly as fuck.
Weed, skinny shit. Goddamn big ass head, big mouth. Watch out. It's crazy. There probably niggas really running around sneaking with a 2 hammer.
Oh yeah, I'm sure a lot of niggas in the DM and stuff. Probably. You know, but I be feeling like sometimes a lot of niggas like that, it'll be like, if the girl was regular, you wouldn't try to fuck with the girl, you know? It's just like she got a number one song and, you know.
Niggas like, oh, let him. Bitch ain't about nothing. I would not pursue her at all, ever. Man, watch out. All the shit I seen about her. Seen the video of walking past. That big ass mouth, just like always laughing. Look at that bitch. She look funny. She look funny. Man, the girl look funny, man. Who the hell for sure? Who trying to smack this? Man, you be like trickery or some shit and trying to get her. He's a man. It ain't no.
It's too weird because this girl, and she is like a super thot.
The girl, Glorilla.
So he says the girl Glorilla that she's ugly, funny head, how she walk, you know. It gives jealous. Cause why would you say all that about her? What did she do to you? It's like, damn. Okay, I don't understand why she even came up. You know, saying that she ugly, ain't nobody trying to hit, but the ones that do be probably over there sneaking her the hammer. You know, none on no public level, just behind the scenes, in a dark room, pretty much, bag over her head. Butterface is what he's saying that Glorilla is. So he came forward and apologized about his comments that he said about Glorilla. But Glorilla's not having it. Glow said, get him, Glow. He probably got a crush on her. I don't think so. I think that, I think he's jealous. A lot of these male rappers are jealous of these female rappers. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. I think that a lot of these male rappers are more bitches than a lot of these females. I think he's jealous. I think that Glorilla has blown up. She's a huge artist. She's selling records. She has what, like 5 or 6 number ones already. They're jealous of that. They're envious of it. So you can't say they're like her music trash and stuff like that. So then you attack her looks. Because again, what was that for? There was no reason to slaughter her like that, to rip her apart like that, besides jealousy. Because she is one of the top artists. He's not talking about an artist that no one talks about. He's not talking about an artist that's like an up-and-comer, not really making much traction, but kind of, you know, a little bit heard of, like Scarlett, you know, or somebody like that, you know, still waiting to make a big impact, but hasn't necessarily done it. So it's like he would say probably the same thing about a Doechii, you know, that she's ugly, that she's too dark. He'd probably say all those things about her out of jealousy. Like he's jealous of her because Doechii is one of the top artists right now in the rapping field. And these men are not taking kindly to the women taking over. Because the women done snagged the game and they done have the rap game for over a decade now. Like, females done dominated rap for quite some time. And I think that a lot of the men that aren't as talented as like a Kendrick Lamar or Drake, you know, or people like that can stay relevant in a land of, you know, all of these female rappers. I think that they're really jealous of a lot of the, you know, the Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's and people like that. I think that they're the Megan Thee Stallions, and I think they're jealous. Glorilla. I do. I think that they don't like where they are in the industry. I don't think they like how they used to treat women. So like Young Thug, they treat women like rags, right? Dime a dozen is how they were. But it's like now those same girls that they would treat, you know, that basically sleep with them and send them on about their way are now the bosses, the ones running the game. So ones that they normally look at as groupies are now headliners. And I think it's hard for them to respect that, for it to be them talking and rapping about hoes to now hoes running things. Kind of like Beauty in Black, how she went from the thought and working at the club and all of that to now she running things. She running there. And they can't get with it. Like they can't respect her. It's like, oh no, we can't. So they have all of these things to say, oh, I want to find everything out about her. Find everything out about her so you can attack her. Because you have no power anywhere else, So it's the same thing with Young Thug. He don't have power anywhere else, So attacking her is all you can do, attacking her looks and stuff like that. Because again, what did she do to you? She hasn't done anything to you. Not at all. And if you don't find yourself attracted to her, even more reason to not discuss her. Like, what are you discussing her for? So he apologized to her, and Glow was not having it and did a diss track. I agree with Glow's energy, 100%. I agree with it. I would have dissed him too. I would have cussed him out too, because he's not sorry. It's a difference between being sorry about something, genuinely sorry, because what you said you didn't mean, or in an angry moment or something like that. And then it's different about a difference in apologizing because you got caught. And that's how I feel about Young Thug. Young Thug would have never walked up to Glorilla and be like, hey, I had some disparaging thoughts about you in the past. And, though I was just in another headspace, but, meeting you and talking to you, blah, blah, blah. I have a whole nother opinion of you now. And that would be cool. But if those jail calls would have never gotten leaked, Glorilla would have never found that out. So you're not sorry about what you said because you went into detail in that call. Like, you broke her down. You broke down all the things that makes her unattractive, all of the reasons why she's not going to be chosen, shouldn't be chosen, and why dudes really ain't taking her down. And it gives, the jealousy doesn't just come from the music. It also gives the jealousy of the dudes that's probably hitting her up and willing to take her down. Because, you are a dress-wearing, dude-kissing, type of person. So, you are like to get a function. So, yeah, I don't take him sleeping with women serious at all. Like, shout out to the people that do, but yeah, I don't take that serious at all. As far as I'm concerned, he's part of the LGBTQ. Him, what's his face? JT boyfriend. I consider them part of the LGBTQ barbecue. So yeah, Leslie and all of me, we're good on all taking you seriously as a hetero. Like, are you okay? Whatever. So Glow comes forward and does this basically Looking Arse Ninja song, a diss track against Young Thug, and part of it has been leaked. I wish I could play it so that y'all could hear it, but it is like Glow went there. She did, and I was proud of her. I'm like, because I don't blame her, because that's what he mad at. At the end of the day, he mad at the money, the attraction that you have towards your audience, how big you have become, and you keep getting bigger, and they don't know how to get back in their lane. Because Young Thug released a song basically trying to like apologize to Mariah Scientist because she broke up with him, according, I should say, to the calls. And that was trash. Music has definitely changed. So a lot of these older artists that were dominant, about 5 to 10 years ago, it's just not the same industry anymore, and it keeps changing. So yeah, like no one's feeling it. And in the diss track that Glorilla did to Young Thug, she said that Young Thug looked like Miss Netta. Netta, you ain't got nothing to say. Don't you love attacking black women? So here's your opportunity. In the track, Glow said Young Thug, Miss Netta looking nigga is what she said. Correct. From a black a mile to you. From a black a mile to you, girl. Netter, I know you about to clap back. Netter, you said that you and Fall is about to get back into the studio, girl, and make some music. Girl, I'm gonna need you to clap back. I'm gonna need you to clap back. Hold on, she said, I have to go look at it. I heard her. She said, Miss Netta Ars. I wish I could play it. I really do. I wish I could play it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see something. Is this the one? I want to play it so bad. I want to play it so bad, but I just feel like Glow ain't playing them games. Glow ain't playing them games. Glow will be like, okay, Sean, don't you play with me. Don't you play with me. But she ate in the song. I love how she started off. It's just how she said he looked like a black mile. I was weak. I was weak when she said it. But she said, Netter, Miss Netter looking arse ninja. It's not out yet, y'all. It was just a snippet. But all you gotta do is type in like Instagram or so, or just in Google, Glorilla diss track snippet, because it was leaked. So, but I think she did it on purpose. I don't think it was leaked. I think she just put a little, snippet out there to be like, yeah, I'm coming for you, type of situation. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So the snippet is what's out there, not the full song. Because I know all the lyrics already. I would know all the lyrics already. Because, it's ugly people trying to call pretty people ugly for me. Because people have said a lot of things about Young Thug. But attractive is not one of them. He ain't never been on that list. He's never been on even How to Love done been on the list. Grill. You had a lot of niggas try to steal your heart. He was on the list, girl. He was on the list, girl. But Young Thug ain't never been on it. He ain't never been there and did his rapping. Who did it? Said you taught me. And then I'm a corner your habit. And then I'm a sitting in the habit. It's like, girl, what? Like I've always been listening to his music like. I hear Glow when she said on the gang. Like I'm from Memphis, but you know about me. Like that's my girl. Like, I understand her. But, Thugger, I have a problem with all him getting arrested. I took no issue with that. We ain't got to listen to that ignorant at no more. Okay. Now, he maybe had one or two songs. Cute, little bop. But, him trying to steal Lil Wayne's style, but, because that's very so much what it was giving. You wanted to be Wayne so bad. If you wanted to be Wayne so bad, still do. And still do, y'all. What is happening?
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
It should have been paired already. No, what the hell? You over here doing? Are you taking breaks? Y'all could do that? Let me find out. Okay, what is happening right now? You that ugly. You is that ugly.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Young Thug got a lot of nerve. Ugly as he is. One of Flav kids. Flavor Flav. Like, wait a minute. Over there look like one of Flav kids. Like, he got a lot of nerve. Trying to call somebody ugly. Because we all knew that Mariah the Scientist, her higher ass, was only over there for the clout. Like, please, girl, ain't nothing cute about him. Ain't nothing cute about him. You got your clothes on.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Her.
That her.
Them. She. They.
You gon' get glow.
Introducing.
You gon' get glow.
And Russell Ray.
Charge your lunch is ready. They hating on you. Charge your lunch is ready. I only cook for you. Charge your lunch is ready. They hating on you. Charge your lunch is ready. I only cook for you. Say I'm whipping in the kitchen. Charge say it's
Finger licking.
Hear a loud crunch with me bite up in the chicken. Lemonade and punch. Quit your thoughts before he finish. Say I'm number one. I had it back from the beginning. Study having fun. Show from show. Stay from set. We
All that time, cause my netta still with another bad just hit while another
I'm
still
going it.
penning.
when John say he hungry, I'ma always
Netter,
do it
look.
next. I pull out his chair, ask my king how he feels.
Netter.
The bomb.com, what he gonna reply with? Food so lit, America wanna try it. And if they ask him,
It's person she's applying.
Charge your lunch is ready. They hating on you. Charge your lunch is ready. I only cook for you.
Netter.
Charge your lunch is ready. They hating on you. Charge your lunch is ready. I only cook for you.
Netter, we gonna need you to get Glow. Glow said that he looked like you. So that means he ugly. That wasn't a compliment.
They only make
You being used in insults. But you an icon. You need to be using this momentum to get you a pajama line. Girl. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be using this time to get you a pajama line. And get mad. And get mad. So you girl, you a star. You done made it. Girl, Glow said, yes, Glow said that Thugger look like you. In a diss track. So you know, it wasn't that nice. It wasn't that nice. It wasn't that nice. Uh-huh. So is it black women? Is this why you said, listen at me? See, she heard what you said. See, you don't have to say that. Or you don't have to say that. But you did. You do not have to say that, but you did, Netter. Glow ain't having it. Glow said, look at here, you're ugly. All right, the audacity for somebody to be sitting over there looking like Joe Robinson. Go let me show y'all young thug parents. Girl, let me show y'all young thug parents. Let me show y'all. Y'all have to see his parents. I don't know if y'all seen them. Have y'all seen young thug parents? Girl, Glow said Miss Netta looking nigga. Like, girl. Glow said, in our family portrait, we look pretty happy. Let's fake pretend. Netter. Oh, let's go back to that. Pajamas. Yes, look. Ooh, young thug mama. I guess slow it. Ooh, look at Burdell. Yes, Glow said looking ass nigga. Ah. Ooh, girl. God already cursed me. Who's our president? That happened. Cursed our at 2 terms too. Renell. So guys, Netter, I'm gonna need you to get in the studio immediately. Ugly. Bats, unfolding wings. Glorilla said you ugly. Glow says you're ugly. Is you about to try to strike the diss track? Like you trying to strike people's channels? Is you gonna have a diss track taken down because she said you're Uggs? Is you gonna go strike because she said you look like? Because she said you look like that? Like when you look at somebody and there's just a lot going on in their face. So like all of a sudden it's like a piece of hair in your mouth. You know, something like that, number girl? See, we would need you to get in the stew immediately. I would be. Somebody use my face in a track as like a diss towards somebody. Why I oughta? So yeah, I'll be in the stew. I'll be in the studio. You said you was an icon. You said you was famous. So that's your tell word. I guess so. You ugly famous. You're like E.T. famous. the plant from Chopper Horror's famous. Girl. Feed me, Seymour. Your line is pajamas. Ooh, girl, hey, Bernard. Ooh, you're upset. Ooh, you're upset. Yeah. Don't you wish you could go live and brag? Like if she used my name. Like she'd be like Poppy, like SDW looking ass boy. You know, something like Harriet Glow. Harriet. Ooh, Glow think I'm cute. Ooh, you mad. Ooh, you're upset. Glow thinks you're Uggs. Glow said, look, no, I'm not ugly. He ugly. Glow said, no, you not about to make us look like make me feel like I look like this. No, you not. No, you not. Glow said, I'm cute enough to have me a pajama line. Girl. Glow said, no, you did not. Glow said, you're not about to sit in jail acting like this what you was talking about on the inside. Glow said, no, you are not. Okay? Glow said, No. No. Glow said over there like, no holiday heart baby didn't. Glow said, no Flavor Flav second born didn't. Glow said, let me get in the studio. Because I'm from Memphis. What you know about me? Ooh. Glow said, you got your nerve, you ugly. Guitar baby. Over there. Guitar baby. Over there talking about me, you ugly motherfucker. You sit over there looking like all the Robinsons down there in Alabama. You got your damn nerve. Over there looking like a literal water bug with a skirt on and some dreads. Got your damn nerve. Not another ugly one. Talking about me. So you over there getting at me like I look... Like I give nettered? Go say, oh no, you didn't. They said I look like Rihanna. I look something like Rihanna that I work with her. On Fenty. Fenty Beauty. You got your nerve. Ugly bastard. Glow said, don't get Mariah beat up. Glow said, get Mariah beat up. Because I'm from Memphis, what you know about me? Ooh. Glow said, get her beat up. Get her beat up so we look like twins. That's all that word. I will put her nose over here, eye over there, play with it. Also, she must be ready to fight. She must have been hitting the bag while you was in prison. Get her beat up. Pull it. Pull it. She'll be up there. She'll really be blue. Eyes burning and a body blue. With me. Okay, she thinks she over there burning blue again. You the one who over there got her burning, you tarantula. You the one over there got her burning. So like, the audacity is what it's giving. It's like, why people act like Morris Chestnut was in jail saying that stuff on the phone? Why do people act like they thugger? Why are you sitting there acting like Graham? You can at least look like the baby, you know, or a little baby, you know, something like that. At least they're cute, you know, like they're not bad looking guys. But you? And don't you got like 30 kids? You should be worried about what they look like and what they turn out looking like. But you worried about glow. Yeah, okay. So Netta, you're officially ugly, even in hip hop. We took a vote. We all agreed. Moving right along. So y'all, let's get into this man. Let's get into this man, y'all. So they done found the person of interest that done pow-powed Kirk, Charlie Kirk, y'all. And they done found him. Let me pull this up. There's an article I was reading earlier, and I wanted to read it because the person that did it is weird. So, suspect found in Charlie Kirk's unaliving, identified by officials as Tyler Robinson. Okay. But y'all all in the chat mad at us. Y'all all in the chat mad at us. Y'all running around the world, white people, mad at us. I don't know why white people, look at here. Now, I don't want a civil war or anything like that, but just know this. We will y'all up. Y'all want to talk about how Charlie Kirk talked about George Floyd. Never forget that the world was set on fire. Never forget that black people showed y'all that we're not the ones to with. We're not. We done had enough of you motherfuckers. Know that. Whenever you get through. Know that the world was set on fire. So know that we are not scared of y'all. Bring it. That's where we at. Because that's the last thing y'all want black people to do is come together. That's the last motherfucking thing y'all want us to do. Please. That's why y'all kept us from reading and all that generational wealth. That's why y'all kept us from that for so long. Because we've always been ready for you motherfuckers. Stop acting like y'all hand us shit. We take it. We take it. Because we don't have a choice. Please. So y'all don't have to go mosh pit and all of that in the streets and all of that. But y'all don't have to. The FBI, all of that, they handled it when something happened to y'all. They be all over it. Please. Girl, y'all are weirdos. Ain't nobody scared of y'all. Nobody. Check my record. You know I ain't scared of you. Like, at all. So please. Like, that's the last thing y'all want us to do. Because y'all talk a lot of shit with y'all fingers. Y'all sure do. Bring it. Pull it. Pull it. Y'all got y'all nerve. That's the last thing y'all want black people to do. Is come together and we not be each other's target. Because y'all love that. Y'all live for that. A united front. That's what scared y'all with George Floyd. We were united. Y'all was putting Black Lives Matter signs in the front of y'all yard. Because y'all know what the fuck we give up. Please. Man, I ain't putting no White Lives Matter sign in my yard for what? When haven't they? Fact. Like, please. Like, that's what we're not about to do. No, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. Come on my grass if you want to. That's all I can tell you. Please. This ain't the 50s, the 40s, the 30s. It ain't none of that. It's 2025. Run it. See, that's why with the threats that y'all been saying about the HBCU schools and why they've been putting them on lockdowns and restrictions, they trying to keep them from fucking y'all up. Not the other way around. Because we'll come outside. We them type of people. We're not going to sit indoors while y'all say what y'all going to do to us. And y'all done did how much? How many black churches y'all done did mass powwowings in and all that? Are you kidding me? And y'all avoid those stories. You only talk about stories that get too big in our communities where you can no longer ignore it. The Shanquella Robinsons and people like that. Black Twitter and black social media made stories like that matter. When y'all have the power, the energy to do it overnight, within an hour, y'all can have it all over the world, y'all don't care. But then when something happened to your kind, although your kind is doing it, it's a civil war. Now it's y'all against the blacks. What we do? What we do? We didn't aim nothing at y'all hero and take him out. We didn't do that. I understand he left a woman widowed and with children and whatnot. This who she got to be mad at. Like, hello? What's she mad at us for? What's she mad at us for? Be mad at the Trump supporter. Be mad at Trump. That's him in the Halloween costume as Donald Trump. You gotta be mad at him. That's a white person. What you mad at that? What the do we got to do with this? What do we have to do with it? Is it because we're like the least empathetic? Or sympathetic to the... It ain't got nothing to do with us. That's the Miracle Whip news. Sour cream news. 2% milk news. What the... does that have to do with us? You got people like Stephen A. coming live talking about he's ashamed of black people and how black people are acting with the passing. Are you okay? Are you okay? Because from what I see in the streets, this is what I see in the streets. Let me show you what I see in the streets, Stephen A., because we can pull that up too. Let me show you what I see in the streets. The people that's disrespecting Charlie Kirk.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Let him go. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Get out of here. Get him out of here. Get him the fuck. He was hitting people. Get him the fuck out. Fuck your ass, stop. This guy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let him go. Fuck Charlie Kirk. Get out of here.
So, that's not black people. That's not black people. I said all the people out there disrespect them, they're not even black. The people that don't empathize with him, the majority of them that were publicly speaking against him before he passed away were white people. Don't get me wrong. When he was at certain colleges, there was a lot of passionate black students that had questions for him. And a lot of times his answers were just as ignorant as he was. So again, now I can't speak for other people. But me as a black person, I'm not going around saying that's what he get. He deserved it. That's cruel to say. Because his viewpoints are his viewpoints. I may not agree with him, just like he may not agree with mine. But that don't mean that I deserve what happened to him to happen to me. Like, I don't deserve that because my viewpoints are different. Because my opinion is different. My passion towards certain topics and certain comments may be different. You know, I'm passionate about what people like George Floyd and the things that happened to him. And he's passionate about feeling like did nothing happen. That besides him being an addict and da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, yeah, I may not like that way of thinking. And I also may not like that he ain't got his facts correct, you know, and whatnot. Because why is he in jail if what you're saying is so factual? If it was a drug overdose, if this is how police were trained to do, da-da-da, if he couldn't breathe prior, why the f is he in jail? Why is what you saying completely different from what we saw in the video? We saw George Floyd basically perish in front of us. Him too. He did too. That's why when they say be careful. So you do have to be careful. The tongue is very powerful. Very powerful. Okay? And he wasn't pow-powed by the boy, the guy, for George Floyd. Or for black lives, or for black causes, or none of that. That doesn't have nothing to do with it. Nothing. Wasn't he like a conservative? So, I mean, what the does this have to do with us? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Again, I'm not saying, oh, he deserved it and da-da-da. Because a person you may view as like evil, or have a hatred towards them, it does not excuse wanting something to happen to somebody and it happening are two different things. So wanting somebody to hit him in the mouth because of the stuff that he says is different from him being powed with a weapon and those are two different things. So I wouldn't want that for him, even though I didn't like his thought process, although he was not my cup of tea, although he was somebody I probably would have punched in the face, depending on what came out of his mouth. Like he gave all of that, like a punchable face. He gave all those things, like a douche, like a literal. There's so many things I could say, but I'm trying not to speak ill of the dead. But at the same time, like, I get him not being favored because he wasn't at all. Like, Candace Owens going live yesterday, basically doing a eulogy for him. It's like, what would people expect? Okay, she knew him, and she's one of them. She's one of them. Anything happen to Candace, God forbid, but anything happen to Candace, the Black community, we don't give a. We don't care. So hopefully, just like she going around doing eulogies and stuff for these people, hopefully they do the same thing for her, because we won't. We don't give a fuck about her, honestly. Like, we really don't care much for her. No, we're not wishing bad upon her or anything like that. But if something happened to her, again, God forbid, no, we're not about to be live sad. We're not about to be live over here sitting in the ghetto thinking about. We're not. We're not about to do none of that. Not with that, us not having sympathy and empathy. Or us just letting her deal with the energy she put out there. She put a certain energy out, and she's always had a certain energy towards the Black community. So what would she expect? So you have this same individual, Charlie Kirk, that has always had a certain energy towards the Black community. Questioning, he says, if I see a Black pilot, I'm going to question if he's qualified. And then all based off of perception. That is a open racist. Why would I? So you weirdos that are running around, jumping in chats and, oh, you fucking niggers! Fuck you, because fucking Charlie he was a fucking man, and he was gonna get rid of all you motherfuckers because he was gonna be president next, and he was gonna get the fuck y'all. Like, so yeah, y'all run around doing all this. That's y'all look stupid. Y'all are showing y'all ignorance, like not us. So I'm like, what is people getting so upset for? And I mean, like, at us. I understand the people that liked him, being upset. Okay, I get it. But I have no empathy for an open racist. Like, that's what he was. What he think because he walked past Black people? What? Because he could stomach them? Because from what I gathered, pretty much any of his viewpoints towards us was always monkeys. My monkey's uncle. Is how he looked at us. Like, he looked at us how the Constitution looked at us, like barely human. Barely human. Like he said, go get a job. Why should all Black people get reparations instead of just the ones that actually went through slavery or are descendants or derived from slaves? Stupid like that. Like, Black people will never be treated as equals here. And we, unfortunately, will have to, decade after decade, century after century, just keep fighting more to have more. It's no longer us fighting to be equal, because we will never be. How could we be? Black people going through slavery, segregation, all of those things held the majority of the race back. So instead of being able to, like a lot of white people, peacefully farm, own land, businesses, to do all that peacefully, instead of whenever they try to build and get destroyed, Molotoved, and just ran up out of. we never got a chance to build a Wall Street. We never got a chance to do any of those things. So that sets us so far behind. And then also when it came to education, we didn't have an opportunity. So that also sets us behind. So we are way behind. Way behind. I should be a part of generational wealth. You should be a part of like we have so many ancestors that have broke their back in this country. And it's not because they didn't work hard. It's because of what they look like, that they weren't able to profit, hand down land and businesses and trust funds and all of that did hold us back. And we still go through it to this day because we are still judged off of what we look like. And people like Charlie kept that alive. Why should a black pilot be questioned at all? Why? Why overlook anything, or overlook the death of George Floyd, but you're not overlooking the aspects around it, the characteristics around it? So why do I have to look right at his death? Why can't I just look at the characteristics around it? Why can't I just simply say he died because he was an asshole? Why? Why do I have to be like, oh, well, there was this kid that was, not well in the brain. What do I got to do with that? He didn't care to do it for nobody. Why we got to do it for him? He truly lacked empathy, unless it was for his own kind. He had a lot of sympathy for white men. Empathy for white men. He sure did. He had a lot of it for him. So I understand why they're upset. But me? What do I need to be upset for? No, I would agree that we don't need to be going around here bashing him and being like, that's what he get. And that, I don't feel like any of that's necessary because nobody deserves that. No one. He didn't deserve that. Now, I may not like what he said and how he thought, his personality. I may not. But that don't mean hang him. Like, that don't mean that. I mean, although that's what happened to us, but we looked at a white woman and but oh well. We have to be respectful of what? What are we respecting? What? I didn't respect him. Now, if y'all want his death respected, say that. Say respect his death. Say that. Guerrero. This was his last tweet. America will never be the same. Now, this is the situation of that man that took the life of a woman for no reason. There's still like no reason behind it. Not knowing that he was about to be the reason. That words are powerful. They are very powerful. And everyone has this footage going around of him, or the man that's been going around saying F him. What is that?
Hey, what's that? You don't know if it's him or not.
Oh, they were just arresting anybody. Okay, so let's get into this story really quick, and then I'll give more commentary on like the Civil War and all that, because that's, I feel like it's been brewing, but situations like this, cause I just don't, I don't get what black people have to do with this, but let's get into Stephen A. Curry while I pull up the story.
Something did happen. It would have political beliefs were. Care what he felt. I care about the fact that man was gunned down in front of 2 of his children who are 5 years of age or less. That he's dead at the age of 31. That his wife is a widow. That his children are fatherless. Because his ideas and his beliefs differed from somebody else, apparently. I'm going online and I'm seeing people celebrating it. Shame on you. Lives like nothing happened. Something
It's
did
like,
happen.
who are you to shame somebody? Shut the fuck up. Like, this, Steven, this ain't got, it don't have nothing to do with us. A man assassinated him. They found the person that assassinated him. Move on. Move on. Again, people don't like him. They didn't. I don't agree with people celebrating. I don't be like, oh yeah, you're cool. It's cool for you to celebrate what happened. No, that's not okay. It's not. Not at all. But I don't care how a person that the things that he was going around saying and how he presented himself and his personality, you can't get mad at people for feeling how they feel even when he passes away. So because he passed now, everybody has to change their thought process? No, that's not how the game goes. Like, you're a weirdo. It's like, are you
Not
okay?
clear what those messages fully mean or how
So
investigators
here
believe
is,
they.
and here they also have some subliminals that they found as well. So
Not clear what those messages fully mean or how investigators believe they fit into this puzzle leading to the death of Charlie Kirk. But one of those messages found on one of the unspent cartridges along with that bolt-action rifle said, "Hey, fascist, catch," with an exclamation point. You heard Governor Spencer Cox say the intent of that message seemed clear as day. Other messages were a bit more obscure, including one that said, "If you read this, you are gay." Again, these shell casings and the gun have been taken to the FBI lab in Quantico, Virginia for analysis. The investigators may have more to say on the meaning of these inscriptions a bit later. Still not clear what those messages fully mean or how investigators believe they.
He talking about some catch, all this stuff. Girl, la 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 la. It's given to me that this was just a game to him. Honestly, this was just a big game, okay? His name was Tyler Robinson. His father reportedly turned him in after he allegedly confessed about the assassination. So he told his dad, and his dad held him there and called the police. And then, you know, they came, obviously, and arrested him. So let's get into the news.
Where people have cell phone video, that often becomes the key, the catalyst for breaking cases like this. And again, as my colleague Captain Falders and I,
And of that, what exactly about
Than any.
incredibly cold.
It really doesn't.
Takes this perch on.
Was placed under lockdown after a thread on social media raised concerns about a possible active shooter.
Force last year. The agent testified he was only 5 feet away from Ruth when he spotted his rifle sticking out of the bushes. Ruth, who is representing himself, was reprimanded by the judge for veering off topic yesterday. We turn now to Maryland and a story breaking overnight, a shooting at a U.S. Naval Academy, police responding to a threat. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has details. Nicole, good morning.
Elizabeth, good morning. The Naval Academy in Annapolis was placed under lockdown after a thread on social media raised concerns about a possible active shooter.
So this is happening everywhere. Like, it's not just happening in Maryland. It's happening down south as well. It's happening at a lot of the BCUs as well, to where there's a lot of coming in to where they're going to hurt people. And the main people that are being targeted is black people. So it's like, one, it happened in Utah, where it's like 2 to 3% black people in the whole state of Utah. So you know that a white person did that, you know, to him, okay? To this Charlie person, right? So again, where are black people coming in? Why are black people being targeted? Like, for what? Why? Craziest thing. Craziest thing.
Were sheltering in place when police arrived, and that's when, according to the New York Times, a midshipman mistook an officer for a potential shooter and hit him in the head with a training weapon. They say the officer then opened fire, shooting the midshipman in the arm. Thankfully, both are expected to be okay, and in the end, authorities say there was no active shooter threat. But we've seen a wave of threats reported across the country in the last 24 hours, including at 7 historically black colleges and universities. And the new school year has seen an epidemic of hoax calls and reports about shootings and other emergencies. Some of them have been racially motivated. Morgan.
All right, Nicole, thank you for that. Well, police near Denver say the suspect in a Wednesday school shooting was radical. Morgan.
Back to Trump's pop hour.
Responder.
Charlie.
Good morning. Passing since Wednesday's shooting, authorities acknowledge.
Okay, we go.
From ABC News.
Is that his family?
Children, from companionship to allegedly host Prince Harry to a war.
This is Good Morning America.
I was going to show
First look.
Good Friday morning, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Schulze.
Good to be with you. I'm Morgan Norwood. Let's get right to the manhunt for the person who shot and killed conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
The FBI has released new images of a person of interest, but with so much time passing since Wednesday's shooting, authorities they're saying after this morning.
We have him in custody, right? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant, and that was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days.
I absolutely believe that this is a watershed in American history, yes. The question is what kind of watershed? And that chapter remains to be written. Is this the end of a dark chapter in our history or the beginning of a darker chapter in our history?
Our Jacqueline Lee has the latest for us now from Orem, Utah.
We got him.
A suspect in the shooting death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk
It's about damn
custody.
time.
Investigators announcing the arrest this morning.
On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident.
Tyler Robinson is a 22-year-old from Utah. Law enforcement are reviewing these posts on Facebook in connection with the investigation. This update coming just hours after investigators released images and additional video of a suspect jumping from a rooftop of a building after the shooting and running into the woods. Law enforcement sources saying after recognizing his son as the person of interest, Robinson's father called a youth pastor who is also a U.S. Marshal Task Force officer, who then had marshals take him into custody. One family member telling investigators he had become more political in recent years.
The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had.
31-year-old Kirk was hosting an event on Utah Valley University's campus Wednesday when a single shot was fired, hitting and killing the activist. Police say they found a rifle in the woods nearby.
Investigators. I'm about to show that today. I would like to point out, y'all didn't find shit. When you are turned in, then you are turned in. Finding somebody is raiding, kicking the door in, going to the home and finding them yourself. You didn't find them. Trump, y'all didn't find him. If his daddy wouldn't have turned him in, he'd still be at home eating Flaming Hots. Talking about some clock it. Clock it. If you're reading this, you are gay, is what he would be at home doing.
speaking to a roommate who pointed them to messages from Robinson.
The content of these messages included messages affiliated with the contact Tyler, stating a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point.
President Trump saying this today on Fox News.
In custody, everyone did a great job. We worked with the
Who did a good
local
job?
police, the governor, everybody did a
His
great
dad
job.
did a good. Oh my God.
I check.
This is why nobody likes him. This is why nobody likes him. Nobody did a good job but the dad. That is it. Not the government, not law enforcement. All of them is trash. Because they didn't find him. Again, if his dad would not have called y'all, or if his dad would have decided to help him run, y'all still be looking for him. Just claiming just any type of victory because he ain't had one. Just I cannot since he beat Kamala.
Joins me now along with Justice Department reporter Alex Mellon and former FBI agent Brad Garrett. So, Jacqueline,
hello.
what more are we learning about Tyler Robinson?
Kira, two people told ABC News that he was enrolled in Dixie Technical College here in Utah, where he was working to become an electrician. And other friends have told us that he was very gifted intellectually, and they never would have imagined that he would potentially be involved in something
smart
like
people
this.
that do stuff
And
like
one
that.
friend telling ABC News that he never spoke about politics really, that he was friendly, but he did keep to himself. But
There you
of course,
go,
we
y'all.
also heard from officials that he became more political in the last few years. You know, speaking to family members, they say that he was
But there's
full of hate.
still
So
like no motive. Like what was the reason? There's usually like a hatred, or you know, he was just completely against what he would say, or what the. It's like, why? Okay, we get you did it. We understand that. Why? And they're saying the letters that they're finding him talk about, if you're reading this, you are gay, and now the family stating that just recently he became more political. Mind you, his family is MAGA, right? CJ, that's another thing I'm confused by too, because he dressed as Trump for Halloween and stuff, so he's clearly a Republican and a Trump supporter. So it's like, as a Trump supporter, 22 years old, what would make you want to go? I mean, you should have been in protection of Charlie instead of wanting to take him out, because Trump and Charlie are close, and you know, all that stuff. Like, they have a relationship with each other. Hey, Cammy, they have a relationship with each other, and like all this stuff. Like, it doesn't add up. It seems as if he would have had more in common with this Charlie person than to take him out. Take him out for what? Take him out for what? That's what I just asked. What's the motive in him writing on the book? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, is this like a game to him? Is this like a game? The family sacrificed him for notoriety, to be a hero, and to start a race war. I'm still confused about the race war, the Civil War. I'm still confused by that, because like, what race besides black people? Because they know we not scared. Like, maybe just to be famous. Maybe black people are chilling, are living our best lives. Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, even if there is a civil war, because I keep hearing that too and seeing things like that too. It's like, well, why us? Is it because they know we ain't scared? Like, we gonna meet them in the street? Because like, what do we have to do with this? I don't get it. Y'all own kind did this. Y'all did this. Y'all did this. Not us. does this have to do with black people? That's where I get confused. That's why I'm like, okay, I keep hearing people say civil war, civil war, civil war, civil war, race war, race war, race war. Why? Why? Because that's the first thing they want to say is, oh, y'all hate white people, and y'all. No, we don't. We don't hate white people. But it's like we don't like hate y'all. Like, it's not like that. It really isn't. Like, the white people that is cool and the white people that don't see color and believe in giving everybody the same opportunities and all of that, we like them. But all the rest of y'all, we like them. We like the white people that don't see color and don't discriminate and, you know, don't judge people off the color of their skin or the environment that they come from and whatnot, willing to give them a chance, you know, still, and then judge how they're going to treat them based off of their actions instead of perception. Because that's how Charlie was. That's why I couldn't get down with him. Because that you're a open racist to say that you judge people according to the color of their skins based off their intelligence level, based off the ability to be able to complete a task, all of that. That's crazy work. Like, you know, I could never hang around somebody like that. That is insane to me. Because just because a person is black does not mean that they will not complete the task at hand and do a superb job. It does not mean that at all. But in his mind, when he sees black, that's how he sees. He sees less adequate, you know, imperfections, lack of education, lack of proper teaching, lack of manners. Like, that's what he sees before they even open their mouth. They don't even have to speak, and they are already prejudged. Because what did the pilot say to him to make him think that the pilot wasn't qualified to fly? Nothing. Just the perception. You're black. You being black means that a lot of things can go wrong here. A lot of things can go wrong here. That's disgusting. Very disgusting. Because I don't believe in doing things like that. Now, based off of perception, I understand certain things. Like if your pilot had on a dirty suit and, you know, dreads missing and pull up to the scene with his ceiling missing, you know, and stuff like that. Sweaty, clammy skin. And then I could be like, oh, okay. I would be questioning the same thing. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, I would be questioning things too off of perception and the person not opening their mouth. But if you see someone that looks suited to do what they need to do, the color of their skin should be the last thing that qualifies them of anything. So to me, you are an open, outward racist. And people like Charlie feel like if I don't say the N-word, I'm not racist. If I don't say the N-word out loud, because I'm sure he says in private or among friends, then I'm not racist. But to sit there and say I was judging the qualifications of my pilot because he's black, that's racist. You might as well say the N-word. You might as well just call me. I don't trust that an N-word is about to fly. That's plain. Because that's what it gives, because he's ignorant, right? That he, based off his skin color, he can't fly this. Correct? So, I mean, that's how he gave it up. That's what that were. So again, what's to feel sorry for? And because he was openly racist towards black people, is that the reason why people feel like there should be a civil war because of what he said about us? Because we don't care. Again, he's the one that is over there. He on ice. Not us. It's unfortunate he over there giving rigor mortis. But we're not the reason that he is. That don't have anything to do with us. Y'all don't want these problems done, son. Y'all really don't. Like, y'all will lose. Like, you won't win. I'll just leave it at that. Like, you're just not. You're not. Mm-mm. If black people know how to do anything, it's survive. So y'all little cushy lifestyles and all of that stuff is different being at war because we take the war to their turf. We be on their soil. We're on our own. You don't want us running up in your crib because we will. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want, I promise you, you do not want black people meeting up at the church like we always do, getting together and coming in your neighborhood. It will be the purge all over again. You don't want, I'm telling you, y'all don't want these problems. Y'all don't want them. See, y'all took over our house. We'll take over the world. Correct. Yeah, they don't put lions in cages because they don't want them to run away. Just put it to you like that. They don't put lions in cages because they're scared of them running off. They put lions in cages for y'all protection. That's why y'all put us in cages. That's why y'all would hold us back, would give us any books to read and, destroy our ideas when we make properties and the businesses and make light bulbs and stop signs and stop lights and, all of that. And I'm like, girl, well, we have all these great ideas. You guys just steal them from us. It's fine now. I promise y'all don't want no heat. Y'all don't want no smoke. Y'all don't. We are very resourceful, and we are survivors. And we could survive slavery, being afraid. Good luck. Good luck. If our ancestors taught us anything, it's how to survive, and we know how to do just that. So yeah, I promise, y'all really don't want that smoke. So if white people, please chill out. Please chill out. Please. Because it... Okay. Okay. I was scared when we was looting. You don't want us on your road. I promise. Shout out to all white people. But y'all don't want us on your road. Remember, y'all had Black Lives Matter signs in your yard to let us black people know that y'all lives matter. Y'all didn't have those signs up because y'all messed with us. Y'all have those signs up because you're scared of us. As you should be. As you should be. You have every right to be petrified of us. Correct. You should be. I'm not going to tell you not to be scared. Be it. You should. There is so much. You are looking at a generation of sick and tireds. So we are sick and tired. So it just is what it is. At this point, our fuse is short. Like, very short. So, y'all don't want no civil war. So please chill out. Call a friend, tell a friend. Call a friend, tell a friend, put it as a status. Because again, y'all ain't had them signs in y'all yard because y'all like what they look like. Y'all had those signs, and I recorded a whole bunch of them in my state. Y'all had those signs up, and y'all still have them up because y'all know that we don't play those games. So that y'all homes weren't getting looted and doors kicked down, and all, because that's what was going on. I live in the state where George Floyd died. I'm here in the epicenter. So yeah, I'm right here. So I've seen it all, and we were not playing. When I tell you, it was going down. It was going down. So yeah, they had to get the military, all of that, and that really didn't even help much. Even bring the military in. So yeah, still wasn't scared. Stopped nothing. So yeah, y'all really don't want those problems. Y'all really don't. Y'all should just, you know, as the minority in America, catch everything y'all putting the Latinas through with ICE and all of that stuff. Y'all think they ain't gonna fight with us? They keep saying that we all the same. You don't think they gonna fight with us? Y'all blame C-19 on the Asians. You don't think they gonna stand with us? Hello? Because they don't want no smoke neither. So y'all better get up together. That's all I can tell you. Y'all better go sit y'all down somewhere. Okay. Because when we kick it off, don't say we ain't warn you. So it just is what it is. Y'all better have a seat. Y'all internet gangsters and all of that. Okay. Because even what happened to Charlie was cowardly. What that 22-year-old did, he's a coward. You are a fucking coward. That he is. That's trash. What he did. That should not have happened. Charlie did not deserve that. He didn't. No one does. I understand people like metaphorically feeling like he deserved it, but he did not deserve that. His children are innocents. They don't know that their father was a fucking idiot. You know, that he was, you know, a racist bigot. That don't have nothing to do with them. Nothing. And they don't understand why he gone. They don't understand why they can watch their father pass away. Like, they don't understand that. So I wouldn't wish that on nobody. That's crazy work. You know. And social media is everywhere now. Everybody has cell phones, even little kids. So, he was a racist, though. You don't know true racism. Imagine telling a black person that stays in a predominantly white state that they don't know what racism is. I know exactly what racism is. Exactly. I was in high school with NIGGER, die, written on my locker. Big black permanent marker letters. Correct. I would walk home from school and people would drive past me and call me an NIGGER on a day-to-day basis. I wasn't allowed to walk through the high school parking lot where the students parked because I would get called one every day. And it kept getting reported. Guess who wasn't reporting it? Me. Because I wasn't scared of nobody in the car. Not at all. So I know exactly what it is. Exactly. You have to go through it. Because experience is the best teacher, not reading books and watching movies. How what Charlie is racist. An outward racist. A person that is not racist does not see color. They don't. It's that simple. That's it. You base what you feel and how you view a person based off of experience, not a preconceived notion. Because you're black, this means this. Because you're white, this means this. I am black. I'm someone that would go to my hometown and they would tell me that I talk white. Because I was a nigga this, nigga that. I don't talk white. I'm just educated. Education does not equal Caucasian. It does not equal white person. That's not what that means. Because I use punctuation and I finish my words. And I use words that you could know if you attended and paid attention in school, but you choose not to. So they viewed being ignorant as a trophy. they felt that that gave them like a black card and that they were removing one of mine because I'm intellectual. I know what racism is because they didn't know, but that was racist. Like what they were saying to me. You talk like a white person. What does that mean? How do you speak a race? There's languages, but Ebonics and so that's not a language. It's not, it's made up. Ebonics is more so of a miseducation, low vibration. It's not anything real. It's not anything that you can take into a job interview. It's nothing that you can take into a school, a teacher's conference with your child. And that, like, no, it's pretty much frowned upon. But they feel that since they speak in Ebonic, that I'm less black, or, you know, I don't love my people. I want to be white. You know, I was like, what? How do you equivalate? Like, how? No, I'm just educated. I like school. I turn in my homework. I just like, what? You know, I never understood that. But I wouldn't keep talking as me. What I would do is code switch. And I would change my dialect to match theirs. So as I got older, I'm like, well, I'm not about to keep coming around y'all, dumbing myself down because y'all are idiots. Like, I'm just not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that. So I would just be me. Like, I'm just gonna talk how I talk. Like, I'm not about to keep, you know, hey, whoa, the head said to me, and I came over there, and I was like, whoa, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Y'all can, I understand it, but I'm not, not doing all that. Like, I'm not to hang with y'all. Like, it's not that deep. I'd rather sit over here by myself and like read a book or watch some cartoons than hang out with people and not be able to be me. And that's how a lot of people like Charlie make black people feel. That they have to change themselves. Like when a lot of black women had approached him at the colleges and would have certain questions for them, I do feel like they have to conduct themselves in a different manner so that they could try to prove to him immediately that they, you know, aren't ignorant. That they have a superior intellect. You know, like, I'm very smart. You know, like, it's like a need to not be validated, but be validated in the fact that, look, black people are smart. We are very intellectual and think before we speak, and we can be passionate without showing anger. You know, we can do all those things. You know, and I don't feel that a person should have to prove that if that's who they are naturally. You know, and people like that are very judgmental. And they make you feel as if you're not enough and that you'll never be enough. Why, if he was friends with that black pilot and said that he didn't trust him based off of him being black, if they're friends, it's not as easy as just saying F you and walking away. A relationship has been built here. So there is a bridge now. And our friends say things to us that upset us all the time. So it's different being someone that is of another race. And a person is judging you based off of stereotypes of said race instead of treating you like you treat them, which is as an equal and as a friend. It has nothing to do with the skin that you're in or anything like that. So people like Charlie have a way of tricking a person into making them think other than what they see and hear. So a lot of times a black person hanging around them may feel that what he said was racist or what he said makes my skin crawl. Or if you're black and you're hanging with a white friend and they say something and you keep thinking about it, then what they said had to have been offensive. It had to have been, because if it wasn't a big deal, then you would have let it go already. But if you keep thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, it's not the fact of what they said anymore. It's now you want to address it. You want to address what they said to you. And you don't all the time like the answer, you know, that you are given. And with Charlie, I don't feel like he would have did anything as a friend to make a person feel comfortable in their skin instead of that he's not racist. I think that he will focus on trying to make them feel that he's not racist versus to validating their feelings, you know, and making them feel equal. You know, he's not the type of person. He was an open racist. That's just who he was, you know, and now he's gone. And that's unfortunate. I mean, that's for us. I feel like that's where it starts and that's where it ends. You know, that's it. I agree. I don't think anyone should be live throwing parties or, you know, saying that that's what he gets and whatnot. No, that's not fair, because you don't have to like him. But what about the people that loved him and cared about him, like his children and people like that? They don't deserve to hear nothing like that. I'm a blogger. A lot of people don't like me. But God forbid something happened to me. That's the last thing my family want to see, is a bunch of people, even if you don't like my rhetoric, how I give it up, my delivery, the things that I do get passionate about versus the things that I don't. It doesn't mean that I deserve what happened to Charlie. It doesn't mean that. Doesn't. And it doesn't, because you don't like me, doesn't mean the people around me are bad people. They're not, you know. So, I think that he was respectful and honest. I mean, to some people, yeah, he was. People come in my chat all the time and say, rest in peace to Charlie. I don't tell them to take that elsewhere or that's fine. Because again, we don't have a dog in a fight. Because it's, what fight? It's like, what is the fight here? If you sit there and think about it, what is the fight besides people want us to kiss his ass? Ain't nobody kissing it. No. No. No one has to. You don't, but you also don't have to go live saying a bunch of evil things about him either. Like, we haven't said anything evil about him. Nothing. Me saying that he's an open racist, how was that mean? That's an observation. That's not a dig. I'm not over here saying he was unattractive and all of that stuff. He was ugly and all that. I'm not doing anything. Like, none of that is going on. But you still have a lot of people that are oppressed because they are angry. They just don't necessarily know who to take it out on. So, but black people should be the last people y'all trying to take it out on. Y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. Weird. As a black person, I did not agree nor respect a lot of things that Charlie said. But I don't think that he deserved it. I'm not live like, oh, I'm not live like Charlie. No, that's not needed. He's not even here anymore. So it's like, what would a person really be mad at? A person that don't like Charlie, like, what are y'all mad at? He's gone. Like, let it go. I get he said a lot of awful things, you know, to us. Some awful. To some people, he was just being blunt and honest. And I can appreciate honesty, but not like half-ass. He spoke as if you speak as if you don't like black people. But if you ask him if he don't like black people, he's not going to say, yeah, I can't stand them. He's not going to say that. But that's how you give it up. That's your energy. Your energy is that you just don't, you know, cat person versus dog person. You're going to speak, if you like dogs, you're going to speak highly of them. Oh, I don't mind cats, but yo, I really love dogs, you know. So yeah, I get it, but I have empathy and sympathy for his children and family. But when it comes to him, I can't create fake. I don't know him. I don't know him. And that's what's weird about a lot of these people, especially white people, that are angry. Y'all didn't know him. I gotta chill. That's why I'm like, y'all gotta chill out. Like, if you actually think about it, you didn't even know that man. Never met him, shared bread with him, nothing. Just on your cell phone or on your TV. Like, you did not know him. Like, why are you so bent out of shape? And then if you are going to be, shouldn't it be against the person that did it? How y'all deflect and transferring the energy onto black people? buffering. We have nothing to do with it. And we don't want anything to do with it either. I think that's another reason y'all mad too, is that we're not live talking about some, what? What? Sorry, we wasn't feeling Malcolm Charlie X. We wasn't feeling it. We wasn't feeling it. A lot of people wasn't feeling it. And again, the majority of the people that were into it with Charlie were white people. The majority of the bloggers and people that he got into it with in politics were white people. White people were calling out his ideology and the way of thinking, and they were calling him out. Hello? So y'all should be like double mad at yourselves, not us. What we do? Leave us alone. Because when we come outside, I'm telling you, stop knocking on that door if y'all don't want us to answer it. That's it. Y'all talking about a race war. Okay. Good luck with that. I promise you it won't turn out how you think it will. He spewed hatred, just in my opinion. I don't feel like he was a positive person. I don't feel like Charlie was ever trying to do anything to unite anyone besides white men, and bring anyone together in a positive way, and have different ways of thinking, ideas, and aspects to make things better. I don't think that. I don't think that at all. I do think he focused a lot on what people weren't doing and the things that people lacked versus how to gain and attain those things. I don't see anything positive about him. Like, I don't really get why people are so upset, besides he openly said a lot of the racist, judgmental things that other people said in their mind, but he said it publicly. So people like the epicenter, like Donald Trump, you know, a place to meet publicly and express how they feel. Because they can't do it like back in the KKK days, to where, you know, it was just open outwardly, you know, just, and nobody could really do anything about it. Now it's more controlled, but they still have the same feelings. But they keep telling us to get over slavery and segregation and all of that. Get over it. But y'all won't get rid of things. I don't like the KKK. I look at it like Monopoly. You know, when you play Monopoly, each player, when you pass go, you're supposed to get $200, right? And then you start off with your bank money. Okay? Everybody gets the same amount of money. So it's like $1,200 or something like that. Everybody gets the same amount of money, right? Everybody get to roll the dice. Everybody get their chance to go. Then when you start making money and saving your money, pass and go and, you know, stuff like that, you start buying, and you're buying properties, and you put hotels and stuff and homes and stuff on the properties eventually. And, you know, somebody land on your property, you know, they got to pay the rent, you know, right? Right. How is Monopoly fair if you starting off playing Monopoly and the banker don't like you because of the color of your skin, so you're not getting $1,500 like everybody else, or $1,200, wherever it is? You're not getting that. They're going to give you 50, and then on top of that 50, when you pass go, you only get $20. How are you supposed to play the game? You're going to lose quick. And you're going to wind up two places, the street or jail. If you're playing the game Monopoly. If you keep losing and put in debt and whatnot, like, eventually you just have to just leave the game. You're not going to be able to play anymore. Because it's not set up for you to win. That's black people. when we would save and build, our things were taken from us. Our land and property was burned down, and you know, the businesses were. We were never getting a fair start. We go in and try to get a loan based off of where we are. We have no assets, none of that. Well, our families didn't get a chance to build any assets. They didn't get a chance to do any of that. Then when they did get a loan, it wasn't near what they deserved to. You know, they have to work 10 times harder. They got a business open, but still work for somebody else. You know, just to put. So that's our mental as Black people. We were never treated the same. When we sat down and played Monopoly, it wasn't how white people got to play Monopoly. And white people have been playing Monopoly for centuries now. And their Monopoly, they keep making more money. They're changing the rules and all that. And Black people want the Monopoly. We still in the rear. We still way behind. Way behind. But not because we didn't work hard. Not because we wanted to be. It's not deliberate. It's because we were held back. When we passed go, we didn't get our $200. Meaning when we would finally got a chance to get an education and gain an education, then there ain't no damn jobs for us. Then we getting, you know, discriminated against and whatnot because you Black. A white man put an application in first, so he is to the top. It's not a fair game. They didn't look at Black women as CEOs and things like that. No. Apron and a mop in the hand. So, again, stop with us. Like, y'all always want to make us think like we're complaining. No, we're not complaining. This still happens to this day. When we pass go, we're not getting our $200. We paying all this damn money to send our kids to colleges and all of that stuff for them to get out. And it's not that they don't want to do anything with themselves. It's not that they don't want to. They're not given the proper opportunity to. Because y'all play y'all game of Monopoly, y'all worry about your own. That's why a lot of Jewish people are extremely successful. And Caucasian people are extremely successful. That's why. With a lot of Asian Americans and Latin Americans that come into this country, they work their ass off. Work multiple jobs, open multiple businesses to try to hand something down to their own. Before it gets snatched and taken away from them like it always is. Soon as Blacks or Latins or Asian, as soon as they come up with a good idea, here white people come trying to buy it immediately. And then they're never trying to buy for what it's worth. And a lot of times when they feel like they can't buy because we say no, they find a way to take it. They find codes and, you know, get the government involved in ways to shutting us down and all of that just for it to shut out and reopen with another name, but the same shit going on. So it's like, please. Y'all got your nerve. Like, we still go through it till this day. So it's not us complaining and whatnot. But see, Charlie Kirk and his constituents and people, they overlook that. Get a job, they tell you. If it were only so easy. If it were only that easy. It's not. It's easy like that for y'all. So that's why a lot of white men have that type of ideology, because that's how it is for you. It's simple for you to get a job. Are you kidding me? It's simple for you to get out of a parking ticket. It's simple for it to be mixed up with you and the police and needs not be to your neck and all. It's simple. Y'all get to cuss police out. Y'all get to get out the car. What the fuck did you pull me over for? I was only doing 35 and it's 30 with the car. Y'all get to get out the car hollering at them. Y'all get to tip tickets up in front of their face. And all y'all can do all that. Y'all get to. It's different if I do it. It's different. The police pull me over and I just hop out the car trying to hoop and holler at them. But y'all want to say how much we've changed, how much it's evolved. Are you sure? Are you sure? See, Charlie Kirk would excuse what happened to George Floyd as if there wasn't 4 or 5 officers out there to assist him. Derek did not have to do that. He had plenty of backup. Plenty. What you doing all this for? You have assistance. Now, that may be protocol when you are alone, waiting for backup. There's like 3 or 4 officers around him. What you doing all this for? Why? And George was not a stranger to him. He and George had a disagreement while George was a bouncer at a bar. While he was security at a club, he had an issue kicking him out of the club one time. So they had a history, small, but it was still there. But let's overlook all of that because Charlie said that he was high, that he was ODing. A whole medical report said how he passed away, but Charlie said that's not true. Weird. Honestly didn't know who the man was until yeah, me neither. That's why I don't understand why a lot of these other people was so feeling some type of way. Well, I mean, I did see some of his videos in passing, but I didn't like know who he was. Like, I wouldn't have been able to pick him out of a. You said his name, I'd be like, who? You know, type of situation. It wasn't like you say his name like a Candace Owens or somebody like that. I'm like, oh, you know, like I know exactly who you're talking about. That's not our story. I had no idea who he was in detail until he passed. So yeah. So that's why I'm saying like why I don't feel like black people was too affected by it, because a lot of black people don't even follow politics, and he's more of a political content creator and just an activist for what I don't know. Because they kept saying activist. I'm like, for what? Don't activists have a cause? What's this cause? Just going around trying to humiliate people and telling them what they don't have versus what they should? Where they should be in life but aren't? Like, what? Activists? What's the cause? What are you fighting for? White men? Because that's what it gives. Make America white again. Like, if you pay attention, that's what I got. Whether he was being honest, you know, or anything like that, it gives a certain rhetoric, like a sexist, all type of stuff. Like, he's just nobody I would want my son hanging around. That I want my son near an individual like him. Oh no, stay far away from him. You're gonna beat him up. That's how I feel like how I raised you. You'll end up swinging on him. You should probably separate yourself. But things before it gets sticky. I didn't know him either. I was right. Yeah, but I don't have a problem with people saying rest in peace to him. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to see anybody saying like he deserved it. Not get out of my chat with that. I don't want to hear that. Like nobody deserves that, even if you're racist. You know, only racist people don't think he was racist. It will take a racist to get a racist. That's how I feel. Yeah, no. If you don't think that Charlie was racist, that means you are. That, because you probably said the same thing about yourself. Because he was very racist, if you ask me. But I have to get out of here. I love you guys. I'm going to try to creep on coffee. Pay attention to my community wall. And we will probably be going live on there because I love you guys. I'll put that up as soon as possible. Okay, yes. Yeah, so I'll put it on my wall if we're going to go live over there, but I have to go. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for the super stickers, liking the video. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you on the next live. Until then, bye.